Imagine if there were countless versions of you living out their lives in countless parallel universes. A truly mind-bending thought, isn't it? Welcome to the intriguing world of parallel universes. This concept, as otherworldly as it may seem, is rooted in the realm of quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics, the branch of physics dealing with the smallest particles of the universe, proposes that there might be infinite realities. These realities, or parallel universes, could be hosting alternate versions of our reality, and more importantly, alternate versions of ourselves. Imagine a universe where you pursued a different career, or where you made different choices. The possibilities are, quite literally, infinite. The idea of parallel universes isn't just a scientific theory, it has been a popular trope in science fiction and pop culture for decades. From the beloved Star Trek series to the mind-bending movie Inception, the concept has been used to create riveting narratives and thought-provoking scenarios. These fictional depictions often present parallel universes as places where different versions of ourselves lead entirely different lives, a notion that is both fascinating and somewhat unsettling. Yet the concept is not merely a product of imaginative storytelling. Some physicists believe that parallel universes could exist, and that the theory could offer explanations for many of the mysteries and anomalies we observe in our universe. So, what does this all mean for us? Well, it's not just about the thrill of contemplating alternate realities. It's about the profound implications this theory could have on our understanding of existence and reality. It's about the tantalizing possibility of communicating with our parallel selves, of learning from their experiences, and perhaps even altering our own reality in the process. But what if a parallel version of you is trying to send you a message? Let's explore this fascinating possibility. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this captivating topic in the next scenes. To understand how communication might occur between parallel universes, we need to delve into the realm of quantum physics. This is where we encounter concepts like quantum entanglement and superposition, which sound complex, but are fundamental to our understanding of the universe. Quantum entanglement is a phenomenon where pairs or groups of particles interact in ways such that the state of each particle cannot be described independently of the others. This even holds true if the particles are separated by vast distances. In theory, this could mean that an event occurring to a particle in our universe could be instantaneously mirrored by its entangled partner in a parallel universe. Then there's superposition, a fundamental principle of quantum mechanics. It tells us that particles can exist in multiple states at once, only settling into a single state when observed. This idea forms the basis of the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, which suggests that for every possible outcome of an event, there is a separate universe where that outcome occurred. Communication between these universes could theoretically occur through quantum superposition. Imagine a particle in our universe and its counterpart in a parallel universe, both in a state of superposition. If the state of the particle in our universe is altered, its parallel counterpart would also change, potentially allowing for a message to be sent. However, it's important to note that these are just theories. While they are supported by mathematical models and some experimental evidence, they have not been definitively proven. There's still a great deal we don't understand about the quantum world and the potential existence of parallel universes. Yet the implications of these theories are profound. If communication between parallel universes is possible, it could radically change our understanding of reality and our place in the cosmos. These theories may sound complex, but they form the foundation of our understanding of parallel universes and potential communication between them. So as we continue to explore the fascinating topic of parallel selves, keep these theories in mind. They could be the key to unlocking a whole new perspective on your reality. So how would you know if a parallel version of you is trying to send you a message? Imagine you're navigating the labyrinth of your existence and suddenly you encounter a strange sense of familiarity, an echo of a memory you've never lived, a dream that feels too real, or a sequence of events that align too perfectly. Could these be signs from an alternate self? Let's delve into this fascinating possibility. Firstly, recurring dreams. We all dream, but sometimes certain dreams are more than just random neural firings. They repeat night after night with an uncanny consistency. They may feature symbols, places, or scenarios that feel foreign yet familiar. These could be fragments of a parallel life seeping into our subconscious. Your parallel self might be living these scenarios, and the dream could be a bridge connecting your two realities. Next, déjà vu. That inexplicable sensation of having lived a moment before, even though it's happening for the first time. In the context of parallel universes, déjà vu could be a fleeting connection with a parallel self. Maybe you're experiencing a moment your parallel self has already lived, causing a ripple in your consciousness that manifests as déjà vu. Thirdly, unexplained synchronicities. These are meaningful coincidences that seem to have no causal relationship yet are connected in some profound way. For instance, thinking about someone you haven't talked to in years and then running into them the same day. Could these synchronicities be subtle nudges from a parallel self guiding you towards certain paths or decisions? Furthermore, unusual intuitive feelings. Ever had a hunch that turned out to be accurate? Or a gut feeling that saved you from a potentially harmful situation? These intuitive feelings could be your parallel self communicating with you, using the language of emotion and instinct. They might be sharing their wisdom and experiences to help you navigate your own reality. Lastly, let's consider strange, unexplainable experiences. Maybe you've heard a voice when no one else was around, or perhaps you've seen something out of the corner of your eye that wasn't there when you looked directly. These experiences could be attempts by your parallel self to breach the veil between your universes and communicate with you. In conclusion, these signs, recurring dreams, déjà vu, unexplained synchronicities, unusual intuitive feelings, and strange experiences, could all be potential communications from a parallel self. They're messages sent across the vast expanse of the multiverse, echoes of a life lived in a different reality. These experiences may be more than mere coincidences. They could be messages from a parallel self. Interpreting messages from a parallel universe is not straightforward. It requires a deep understanding of oneself. This is a journey into the depths of your being, an adventure into the realms of the mind, a quest to understand the enigmatic signals that you believe are from another you in a parallel universe. Let's start by acknowledging the fact that these messages are not going to be clear-cut. You won't wake up one morning to find a neatly typed letter from your parallel self sitting on your breakfast table. No, these signs are often nebulous, symbolic, and deeply personal. They might come in the form of dreams, recurring thoughts, or synchronicities that you can't seem to shake off. So, how do you make sense of these signs? Well, the first step is self-reflection. Take some time out of your day to sit with these signs. Mull over them. What emotions do they stir in you? What thoughts do they inspire? How do they relate to your current circumstances? The answers to these questions could provide valuable insights into the messages your parallel self is trying to convey. Meditation is another powerful tool in your interpretive arsenal. It allows you to quiet the mind, to tune out the noise of the everyday world, and to tune into the subtle whispers of your inner self. In the silence of meditation, you might find clarity. You might discover patterns in the signs you've been receiving, or interpret them in ways you hadn't considered before. But perhaps the most important aspect of interpreting these messages is maintaining an open mind. This is not a realm of absolutes. It's a realm of possibilities, of maybes, of what-ifs. So approach these signs with curiosity, with a willingness to explore, to question, to ponder. Don't be quick to dismiss a sign just because it doesn't make sense at first glance. Instead, give it the space to unfold, to reveal its secrets in its own time. And remember, this is not a journey you have to embark on alone. Reach out to others who are on similar paths. Share your experiences, your interpretations, your doubts, and your discoveries. You might find that their insights illuminate your own journey, that their perspectives shed new light on your signs. However, be wary of becoming too reliant on others' interpretations. While their insights can be valuable, the essence of this journey is deeply personal. It's about your connection with your parallel self, your interpretation of the signs, your understanding of the messages. So, trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling. If a particular interpretation resonates with you, if it feels right, then it probably is right for you. Remember, the interpretation of these signs is a personal journey. There are no right or wrong answers. The only right interpretation is the one that resonates with you, that brings you closer to understanding your parallel self, that guides you towards growth and self-discovery. This is your journey. Embrace it, explore it, revel in its mysteries. For in the end, it's not just about interpreting the messages from a parallel universe. It's about understanding yourself on a deeper level. Of course, not everyone is convinced about the existence of parallel universes, let alone communication between them. As with any scientific theory, there's a healthy dose of skepticism. And when it comes to parallel universes, the debate within the scientific community is as vast as the cosmos we're exploring. On one side of the spectrum, we have scientists who wholeheartedly believe in the existence of parallel universes. They argue that the sheer size of the cosmos and the laws of quantum mechanics almost necessitate the existence of alternate realities. They often point to phenomena like quantum entanglement and the many worlds interpretation as evidence of these parallel dimensions. But on the other side of the debate, there are those who are skeptical. These individuals argue that the theories and interpretations supporting parallel universes are based on mathematical models and abstract concepts, rather than empirical evidence. They contend that until we can physically observe or measure these parallel universes, we shouldn't consider them as fact. Moreover, the idea of communication between parallel selves is even more controversial. While some scientists theorize that quantum entanglement could potentially allow for communication across universes, others argue that these theories are purely speculative, with no current means to test or verify them. It's important to note that this debate doesn't invalidate the concept of parallel universes. Rather, it underscores the fact that science is a dynamic process, constantly evolving and refining our understanding of the universe. It encourages us to question, to explore, and to challenge our preconceived notions. And let's not forget the role of skepticism in scientific discovery. It's the skeptics who often push the boundaries of our knowledge, driving us to dig deeper and seek more solid evidence. They remind us that theories should be rigorously tested and not accepted blindly. Whether you believe in parallel universes or not, it's an intriguing concept that continues to captivate our imagination. So let's keep questioning, let's keep exploring, and who knows? One day we might just find the proof we're looking for. There are many who claim to have experienced signs from a parallel self. Let's dive into some of these fascinating personal accounts. Take John, for instance. John is a middle-aged man from Manchester. He's a sensible bloke, not given to flights of fancy, yet he's convinced he's received a message from a parallel self. One morning, he woke up with a vivid dream, a dream where he was living a completely different life in a different city. He even had a different job. What made John believe it was a message? He woke up with an idea for a revolutionary invention, something he had zero knowledge about in his waking life. Then there's Naomi from Newcastle. A successful entrepreneur, Naomi has always trusted her gut instincts. She attributes her success to the nudges she believes she gets from a parallel self. These nudges often come as sudden thoughts or ideas that seemingly appear out of nowhere. Naomi treats these nudges as guidance from a version of herself who's already navigated these situations. And who could forget Sam? Sam is a university student from Sheffield. In his case, he experienced a déjà vu so intense that he could predict what was about to happen next. It was as if he had lived that moment before in another universe, perhaps. He believes it was his parallel self giving him a sneak peek into the future. It's not just adults who've had these experiences. There's also the case of little Emily from Edinburgh. Emily often talks about her other family in a different world. She gives detailed descriptions of this other life, convincing her parents that she's receiving messages from a parallel self. These stories, while anecdotal, are compelling. They're accounts from everyday people who firmly believe they've received messages from their parallel selves. These personal experiences, while not scientifically proven, add another layer to the intriguing mystery of parallel universes. If you're intrigued by the possibility of a parallel self, there are ways to explore this concept further. And you're not alone. Countless people around the world are drawn to the mysterious yet captivating idea of parallel universes and the notion of having parallel selves. So, how can you explore this concept further? Let's dive into it. One of the most effective ways is through the practice of meditation. By calming your mind and focusing your thoughts, you can potentially tap into the frequencies of your parallel selves. Imagine your mind as a radio, and each station represents a different parallel universe. Through meditation, you can tune into different stations, or rather different versions of yourself. It's not about trying to control your thoughts, but rather observing them, letting them flow freely. It's in this state of relaxed attentiveness that you might start noticing patterns or even messages from your parallel self. Next, let's talk about the power of dreams and synchronicities. Dreams can sometimes be a gateway to our subconscious mind, where the boundaries of time and space don't necessarily apply. By keeping a dream journal, you might start noticing patterns and recurring themes that could potentially be messages from a parallel self. Synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem too uncanny to be just random, could also be signs. Like when you think about someone you haven't talked to in ages, and suddenly they call you. By keeping a synchronicity journal, you can track these occurrences and perhaps discern patterns that could be messages from a parallel universe. Finally, if you're more of a left-brained person, you might find it interesting to dive into the world of quantum physics. While it's a complex field, it's also the one that gave birth to the many worlds interpretation, which suggests the existence of an infinite number of parallel universes. By studying quantum physics, you can gain a deeper understanding of the scientific theories behind parallel universes. Remember, exploring your parallel self isn't about proving or disproving anything. It's about opening up your mind to new possibilities and potentially gaining new insights about yourself and the universe. It's about embracing the mystery, the unknown. In the end, whether you believe in parallel selves or not, the journey itself can be rewarding. It can lead to personal growth, self-discovery, and a greater appreciation for the intricate and beautiful complexities of the universe. Exploring the concept of a parallel self can be a fascinating and enlightening journey. So why not embark on this adventure? You never know what you might discover. The concept of parallel universes and communication between them is a captivating one. It's a topic that has stirred our thoughts, questions, and even our dreams as we've journeyed together through this intriguing labyrinth of ideas. We began by delving into the concept of parallel universes, a theory that suggests the existence of infinite realities, each with its own unique version of you. We examined the various theories that propose how communication might occur across these universes, ranging from quantum entanglement to the butterfly effect. Each theory, in its own way, paints a picture of a cosmos far more intricate and interconnected than we could ever have imagined. Then, we explored the signs that a parallel version of you might be trying to send a message. These signs, as we discussed, can manifest in a myriad of ways. Recurring dreams, déjà vu experiences, or even synchronicities in your everyday life. Interpreting these messages, we discovered, requires a sense of open-mindedness and a willingness to listen to the whispers of your subconscious. Of course, we acknowledge the skepticism and scientific debates surrounding this subject. Despite the lack of empirical evidence, the possibility of communication across parallel universes continues to intrigue many, prompting ongoing research and exploration. We also touched on personal experiences, stories that people have shared about their encounters with what they believe to be signs from a parallel self. These experiences, as diverse and varied as they are, serve as a reminder of the vast unknown that lies beyond our current understanding. Finally, we embarked on the journey of exploring your parallel self, a journey that is as much about self-discovery as it is about understanding the universe. Whether you believe in parallel universes or not, the idea of receiving messages from a parallel self can open up a whole new world of possibilities. It's a journey of self-discovery that is truly out of this world.